Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot. My name is Stephanie and this is a reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for November 2020. Thank you for being here. I work with Western astrology and with the tarot mainly. I also add occasional other divination tools and oracle decks, but I concentrate on the tarot, and I give you, in the beginning of the reading, I give you a little astrological overview while I am shuffling the cards, and then I look into the cards. It's general. I look into all the topics that come up. I will definitely have a look at love for you, but mostly I try really to help people to work on themselves and to maybe open up new layers of consciousness that are not so clear. All right, so please also excuse my finding of words sometimes takes some time because my native language is actually German. I'm not a native English speaker, but I think my English is accurate enough for doing a tarot reading. I do this for a couple of years now here on YouTube. I have this channel used to be German and English channel. And now I'm starting to split it up into an only English speaking language channel. So if you're a German speaker, then go over to my new German channel, Die Kunst des Tarot, where I upload all the German content from 2021 on, and now already start the transition to the other channel. Okay, so everything else you need to know is in the description box below: private readings, PayPal, Amazon wishlist. Just check it out and see if there's information that you need. Okay, Aries, good news for you. I have very good news. Oh, there's a card coming out already. See, Queen of Pentacles, love it. Good news is, dun 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 dun, Mars is going direct in your sign again on the 14th, so that's going to be a relief. Things will not feel that stuck anymore, maybe for you, where you felt like, oh, I really want this and I kind of really work on getting it, but I get stuck and I don't know why, and there's this inner conflict and I want to fight for it, but then I start fighting myself, and what's going on? And that was going on for a couple of weeks. So that is gonna be easier from the 14th on. And then Mars is in your sign and going direct, and that's a lot of power for you, Aries. A lot of power. For Sun and Ascendant, doesn't matter, for all the placements. You can check out the placements also in the description box. I put them in the description box, what it means. For example, Ascendant and stuff. So then we have a new moon on the 15th in Scorpio. That's going to be interesting for sure, because it's about deep transformation. And we have a full moon on the 30th in Gemini, and I think that's already the first eclipse of the season. That's the end of the month. I do weekly readings on Sundays where I speak more about the upcoming week astrology, so join me live here every Sunday. It's called Sunday Seance. I thought that's a funny idea. Anyway, so on the 3rd, also Mercury is going direct. Why? 5 of Pentacles. Anyway, we will talk about it in a second. And that's a good thing for communication. And then end of the month, also Neptune is going direct. And I like that very much because it has been retrograde for quite some time, since June 23rd. So now really what we were thinking about and having doubts about, and asking ourselves again and having this internal dialogue about our dreams and visions for the future and imagination, maybe what is an illusion, what is real when it comes to our dreams, wishes, hopes that are very much out in the ether, you know, that's all Neptune and Pisces. Now it might get a little clearer and a little It doesn't tell us to stop dreaming, it's quite the opposite, but I think we gained a better understanding of what is actually accurate to dream about, and where we maybe even limit ourselves in our dreams also. So that's good. Now we have a clearer picture of what's actually realistic still, even though Neptune doesn't have a lot to do with realism, but I think we understand our dreams much better and why we dream then. So, okay, yeah, there already, I think it's a lot about dreams and where you want to go and your visions for the future here, but why it's so hard to step into it. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles is here, and the Five of Pentacles, man, what's up with this card? It's brilliant in this deck though, and it's good to understand the whole, oh, moon, yeah, it has a lot to do with the moon and the Mars energy. So here, Ace of Wands, bottom of the deck, you're coming in, I think mid-month, it will get very clear because it's actually an all energy for the month when it's the bottom of the deck for me. So this new spark forward, movement forward, really the ignition into a new direction, or into not even necessarily, I think a reigniting of a new direction, because it's the Mars going direct again. So yeah, you will have that fire, have that spark to move forward, to go after what you want, to feel like yourself again, really, Aries, because this is very much your energy. Ace of Wands energy. It's very, very connected to Aries, in my opinion. It's very interesting as well that she is kind of a Holy Mary sort of image here with this baby. So it's this newborn energy as well. I think that's what this is talking about, because normally it's very archetypal male energy, but it's very newborn. So I think it's this newborn archetypal male forward moving energy, and maybe there you feel like a newborn out of all this retrograde craziness that was going on. And it was a little crazy here with the retrogrades, and October it was, I thought it's very challenging. So then we have the moon card. So yeah, moon cycles for you, a big deal this month. And I think it's interesting here because I think the moon cycles will particularly be interesting for you when it comes to relationships with other people, because in this particular moon card, they dance as a couple here, as marionettes underneath the moon. So it seems like they're even controlled a little bit by the moon. So be careful this month when the new moon and the full, especially the full moon comes up, because it might get a little bit of an energetic grasp of you, which would not be too unusual, I guess, in general. But it can bring things to the surface. They're really dancing here. And I don't know why, but I hear dancing in the dark. Maybe there is some sort of information about a relationship that comes up by having a little bit of a dance element, party element, maybe sexual element even, just because it's Scorpio season. So we go deep, we go sexual, we go where the taboo is. Scorpio is about taboos also. So maybe there is some intriguing, some sort of very even mystical element when it comes to a relationship or a connection that tests you and asks you to look at really your stability, your grounding, and where you want to give what do you want to give value, and where you want to give your value to, and what is valuable to you with the Queen of Pentacles here. But this is a very stable energy here mid-month, or I would say this is the center of the month. So I would say with the card in the middle, it looks very much like it's overshadowing the whole reading, as this Ace of Wands is, and I like in a good way, not in a bad way. You might, even though you feel very stable through this whole experience here, maybe with the moon, maybe you are dealing with a Pisces, Gemini, I see, even though this is not necessarily a Gemini card, but I mean, this couple is very Geminarian. It's not a word. I just made it up. Now it is. Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you're dealing with an earth sign. Yeah, Taurus, I see strongly, but also Capricorn and Virgo, but I see a Taurus strongly, and it's also about kids, this card. So maybe you have responsibilities when it comes to kids, and that gets in the way of a connection a little bit, and you need to protect your kids first, and you know that this is what also keeps you maybe from going into this deeper, more, a little bit more crazy dance with this person or a particular person. So now what you might not see coming, and this is where I come in to maybe make you aware a little bit that this connection here might, because I see strongly this connection, and there is a lot of fire here. There is, with the Ace of Wands, attraction, if this is a connection, but it can also, of course, be a group of people. It can be a project, it could be a work-related environment that really tests so much how stable you are. And you seem very stable, but at the same time, I think you might not really see that still a situation like this can make you feel left out if it's not handled the right way. And I'm not even saying that you are not handling it the right way. It's just if it can make you feel like maybe you feel not seen so much, you know, because you're just like staying in your stability, staying in your trying to stay in this not super easy to excite energy. Somebody might make you feel like you're not part of something, or you're not seen, you're not part of the fun, you're not part of the institution, you're not part of the let's not forget that marriage is also an institution. Part of the club, that's all the Five of Pentacles, being left out or not being seen. This is a very particular Five of Pentacles, because here we see clearly that people see you and they look at you from the inside, but they don't let you in. And that is just a protective mechanism, basically, most of the time, especially when this is indicated, or you are doing that. This can very well be you as well, because you're so much in your stability. So you're not letting people in who are maybe not daring to take a step, which would be the Chariot in reverse, especially maybe if you're dealing with a Cancer. I would see that very much so. But I still think that there is another person actually not letting you in because they are just a little cowardish. Same old story over and over. Can't hear that stupid story anymore. How are you doing about that? I can't hear that stupid story anymore. Honestly, I'm gonna look a little deeper into it because that's too generic. And yes, I watch tarot readers, and yes, I'm trying to give you more than just a simple analysis of somebody who is a coward in a lot of words. The question is, what do you want to do about it? You know, it seems like you're very much in a state of stability. But I think it can switch very fast, that you feel like this again, because somebody who is here has learned to be here and has worked on feeling like that, so you know exactly what that is about. I don't think it really gets you off, that it really gets you off the track, but still, you might also maybe be a little too sure. Be careful not to be too sure about having your stability and your grounding, because things like that can hit you and then you're like, ah, shit, actually. I mean, with the Mars direct, I'm not too worried because your willpower is strong. Just, the reason I'm saying this is because you're so turned away from this card, and this person or the creature is sneaking up on you. So make sure that you're not missing this about connection or about an environment. It can be very well a work environment where people around you don't understand why are you so stable, how are you so grounded, and it makes them feel uncomfortable because it shows their insecurities, inabilities to take steps into something, takes confident steps with the Chariot. In reverse, the Chariot not in reverse would be a confident step. So, wow, Nick. I hear don't confuse somebody who is, there might be people who show some sort of submissiveness to you. They give you the impression that they're beneath you, but at the same time they build something which does not let you in, and they don't want you in because you make them feel inadequate, and they don't like that, and that's why they build their little secure place where only people on their level can come in, and everything that is above level, and not saying you're better or worse, just not the same frequency, and you might trigger something in the person or in a certain environment that doesn't let you in, and that's why they don't let you in, and not because you're not good enough, actually because they get triggered by your confidence and by your groundedness and by your still natural, very earthy way of presenting yourself. Because the Queen of Pentacles, she's not like a narcissistic asshole, she's just like a very stable person who has a good life. And what's wrong with that? And people get intimidated by that because it's actually not that easy, you know. Life is not that easy as some people want to make it seem like. So, okay, we have a little story here. I don't know what this is about, but I will know soon. Impulsiveness. All right, I can't make this up. And every time this happens, I'm sorry to say, did I mention that I'm good at what I'm doing? I was talking so much about Mars in Aries. So first card out, Mars in the Aries. This is Mars here, right here, this little sign. And this is the Aries sign. So yeah, look it up if you don't believe me. Impulsiveness. Yeah, well, okay, that's the Mars in Aries. Make sure that you are channeling it in a good way. Impulsiveness, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing, because you need an impulse, and the Ace of Wands is often an impulse forward. Just make sure that it's directed the right way, and that it is not used in a situation where it can create problems or chaos or conflict. And use it in a creative way, I would say. Creativity is strong. Adaptability, okay, that's interesting. New moon in Gemini. We do have a full moon in Gemini, but look at what the last, like half a year ago, probably, there was a new moon in Gemini. And maybe you can look up what the topic was around that time that you were working on. Maybe you were adapting to a situation because it says adaptability. And now this is coming to fruition, because with the Queen of Pentacles, it seems like you're very well adapted. Nice. Yeah, caution. Okay, that's Mercury in Virgo. Well, there's something that you have to be cautious about, and I think this is this story here, what I was talking about earlier. Practicality, I love that. That's Moon in I'm sorry, Capricorn, and then we have isolation, that's Saturn in Virgo. Well, it's a lot of earthy energy, and there is this earth and coin energy here, which is not a bad thing for building. This isolation card sticks out a little bit as something uncomfortable, but you see there's another person. So it's not a complete isolation. There will be, if you have those moments, there will be people caring for you. Practicality sticks out a lot, like try to get results. Try to get results, try to get to a point where you know that you can use what you're working on for your own good. And caution, I think, is very much about this Five of Pentacles, that be careful that you see things coming when it comes to maybe feeling left out, feeling not part of the club. And that could be maybe hurtful. So, okay, then let's move on to the little spark magic matches, fake matches. They're not real, unfortunately, but the good thing is I can reuse them because there's little messages on each of them that give you a little exercise or intention, magical exercise I would call it, that you can apply if you want to. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I'm going to do that, Aries, even though I don't have much Aries placements. Create an altar out of things you love. Just do it. Don't even question it. Just do it. It's going to be good for you. I promise. Create an altar out of things you love. Oh, this is great. Just do it. I don't even want to say anything to that. And then I will draw one of those art oracle cards, which is actually postcards of different artworks and photographs that I have been collecting, and I'm still collecting when I go to museums. Some are sent to me. It's just a nice collection of postcards, of images that I think are very inspiring. Yeah, I love that. Well, springtime is not yet here, but well, for anybody who's an art lover and has seen this, knows how impressive this is. This is Jeff Koons' puppy at the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, and I think it's about change and adaptability as well, because every spring this is real flowers, and this is huge puppy statue that gets rearranged with fresh flowers every year. So this is so beautiful in person. And I mean, flowers, it's about blooming. It's really a brilliant artwork, I think. It's about blooming, it's about change, it's about changing an artwork up, and you are also the artwork, you know. And dogs speak about loyalty, speak about unconditional love, speak about also guarding things. This dog in particular, it seems like he's the guard dog of the museum. He guards with loyalty, with love, with adaptability to the seasons. So this is a beautiful, beautiful artwork, and I hope it's inspiring for you. Look it up maybe if you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure there's videos. I will check it out. I will see if there is YouTube videos, and I will link them below if I find a good one. So yeah, this is the end message of your reading, dear Aries. Thank you for being here, and I hope that there's some messages for you in this, and I hope you enjoyed this. And please, please, please subscribe, like, comment. This is really important so I can spread these videos here on the English speaking side of YouTube. If you're a German speaker, please follow my other channel, Die Kunst des Tarot. You'll find the link in the description box, as any other links that you need. And if you have any more questions, oh my god, this Mercury retrograde is killing me. If you have any more questions, then you can ask in the comments. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.